The McBride Bro Show, how to make some dough. Hey, Chameleon. Use our amazing screens to make gold and green. Oh, Chameleon.
Yeah, good morning, MarketChameleon.com. I'm Adam. That's Will. What's up, my man?
Just reading that the $3 million Fortnite prize comes with strings attached.
Oh, no. Does it really?
It's not just straight
It's
payout.
not straight up. Well, I heard, I mean, they were throwing around different numbers. It was at $3 million was the total prize, right? But the kid who actually won like $900,000. Is that right?
No. There was I think 20 million in total prizes.
Oh, wow. Really?
I think I just don't know. I've got to dig deeper in what strings were attached, but that headline just came across my phone.
What are the strings? He has to play in a bunch of other tournaments or something like this?
Literally, again, when I was like this reading it. So when you flipped back and said we're on, I literally just got that news. So I have no idea what strings.
We will dig deeper. We'll bring it on to tomorrow's show, this breaking news. Why don't you go ahead and bring your screen up there, bro? Everybody remember, option trading, all trading is risky. You got to do your research. That is what the Chameleon is for. Hopefully, Will's going to teach us some stuff today. Maybe give us a little look into the market. Remember, if you are following us, you can follow along with what we're doing on MarketChameleon.com. Click that subscribe button, top right-hand corner. You can try it free for 7 days. Try that premium data and analytics. And what do you got for us today, man?
Why don't you ever say sweet premium data and analytics anymore? I used to love
data.
Large downside move after put activity showing up on the market feed this morning. Whiting Petroleum. It's earnings season, so I was assuming and sure enough, surprise QT loss chops a third of its workforce. Can't be good.
Wow.
You know, in an era where there's almost no employees available, you cut in a third of them means you see no growth to me. I mean, I have just off the top of my head, that can't be good.
Yep.
So I just did a quick screen. Been doing a lot of screens this morning. So there are plenty of options to take a bearish look at WLL if you want to put on a spread.
Oof.
Obviously, ouch what?
Ouch to those people losing all those jobs. Those are good jobs too, right? Those are petroleum jobs, man.
Are those good jobs?
Dude, petroleum's dude, I tell you, it's a great show on Amazon Prime, man. If anybody's got Prime out there, The Patriot, he gets into the petroleum business. Fantastic business. Why we weren't engineers and go into the petroleum field, man?
I know one person in that space.
Yep.
He's actually from Peru, and I know him. His sister married a good friend of my wife's, and he went to LSU, got his engineering degree, and I mean he has been all over, literally all over the world.
Oh yeah, man. They fly you everywhere, man. You're on a continual
working
move.
everywhere. I mean, he worked early on. He worked on rigs. He worked up in
It's the piping business, man. The piping business.
I forget the name of the shelf, but the shelf up in Alaska. He worked all over.
Yeah, you got to go where the oil is, man. You got to go.
He fell in love with a country and a woman from
oh God, dude. Come on, man. Don't go down this road. Nobody gives a
But the funny thing was they bought a suite to be built in the highest high rise in Venezuela.
Oh no, come on. Are you serious?
Pre-construction.
Oh no.
And then there was a regime change. They felt this new leader.
Oh,
this was the most thriving economy. This is
in Central America.
Guy.
This is
like,
the
how could
gem.
Anything go wrong here? I've been all over South America.
The jewel.
They have a great core resource. It's got a free, democratic, capitalist-based society.
How can you go wrong?
A leader comes in. He's like, we are going to take over healthcare. We are going to take over these bad oil companies. Everyone will have jobs. We will pay for all these loans. We'll pay
free gasoline. All you taxi drivers, free gas. Imagine how much money you're going to make with free gas, dude.
And that country hasn't done so well since. Needless
Hey,
to
man,
say,
that's a good warning. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for reminding us that after the Democratic debates last night.
there were debates last night.
Well, I don't know. When was it? 2 nights ago? I don't know, man.
I think there were debates last night. That's not why I'm telling you. This is a story though that.
So you're saying free stuff? Guess what? Your tower does not get built. That's the way it works.
The tower doesn't get built, and that was the least of the problems.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's pretty hard to get food into your child's belly in Venezuela right now.
Dude, when you can buy a tanker of gasoline for the price of one egg, things are bad. Really, really bad.
Yeah, that's very, very scary.
Yep.
Anyways, let's go to something that's not scary. And that's
big day today. This is the day, man.
Lots of earnings coming out today. Tomorrow earnings. A lot of the restaurants on the tape, which is kind of cool. But first one on the list is Verizon. Did a quick look at Verizon.
Yep.
I mean, it's up in the pre-market if you just want to take a jump on that and look at a bullish spread in Verizon.
Do you have the 4G available in your area yet?
I think I'm still 3G, my friend.
Okay. Anybody in the chat, hit us up in the chat. If you're following us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, hit us up in the chat. I'd like to know if anybody's tried the 5G. Kind of tell me what kind of speed you're getting with your 5G. Or 4G, sorry. Is it 4G or 5G? 5G, 4G.
Well, I think 5G is the big one.
Right.
That's where they are moving into that space.
Right.
Supposedly the one downside is all the older phones. You go onto the 5G and all of a sudden you're carrying like a hot coal in your pocket.
Well, that happens. I don't know if you've noticed when you stream live. I stream live on my iPhone quite often, and man, that thing, it turns into a fireball in my when I pick it up after, I'll have it on a tripod or something. Man, it is like on fire afterwards.
Speaking of on fire, you want to be careful with this product. I mean, I'm jumping around a little bit now. I'm going out of my design.
By the way,
order.
Dallas is saying he has 5G, but he refuses to pay another $30 a month.
Wait, is that what they're asking?
Something telling me Dallas isn't streaming on Twitter that often. Right. For most people, it's fine. You don't need that, right? You're checking your emails, reading the news, right?
Yeah, that's me. What do I need it for?
Dude, you need it to be able to stream on. I'm trying to get you to be able to stream on Twitter, man, so you can stream YouTube live. Tell people about stuff live.
I would.
Do you understand what we're trying to do here, man?
I'm looking.
This is the stock market. It happens in real time. Not tomorrow. Today, bro. Today. Right now.
Listen, I sent out a tweet yesterday. I don't know if you saw it about Exxon real quick, but
I did not.
Anyways, LYFT. I don't know if you've seen this, but their e-bikes are catching fire in downtown San Francisco. They've had to pull the whole e-bike ecosystem. So you got to be careful with things getting too hot. That these batteries.
Wait. I don't understand what actually happened. What actually happened? So they have e-bikes, and by e-bikes you just mean electric vehicles that you can hook in. It's a LYFT product. You can turn it on with just like the scooters.
It's a bicycle.
Sure.
It's a bicycle that has a big battery attached and a motor. And I don't know if anyone's seen these e-bikes, but for anyone over 50, they're becoming a real interesting product because you have to pedal, but your pedal is much less strenuous.
Sure.
So I met a gentleman at a bike shop who was about, 80, and he's repairing bikes, a retired engineer, and he told me he bikes almost 300 miles a week.
Wow.
He pulls a cart, does all his shopping. He's like a Mr.
Money
retired
mustache.
money mustache, yeah. And he's like he was all about the e-bike.
So wait, so tell me what's happened with LYFT in San Francisco and their e-bikes.
LYFT is planning on blowing out these e-bikes in all the cities, and they had 2 big fires this week. The batteries blew up on them.
There you go. Okay.
So just be aware. I mean, this stock's mid-range, still a new issue. I mean, if we do a search for bearish plays in LYFT, you're not going to see any, still too early for any of the edge or the win rates, but you can look, see if you get a cushion if the stock goes against you to the upside. You have a 23% cushion, and that's your return if the stock.
I mean, again, I think it's a bad lift going in the wrong direction. I don't know who, their leadership. I mean, of course, I could be wrong, but their leadership going in the direction of bikes rather than scooters, I think that's a bad play. I just, if you've ever used the scooter or the bike, which one are you using? You're using the scooter, man, every time, dude. Every time. I just think they're on the wrong side again, dude.
If you're a Gen X, if you're 50 and below, you may be right. And as you get lower, 40 below, you've got probably 80% of that market. You're true. Any millennials, 100% on the scooter.
Yeah.
You have a whole generation, dude. A whole generation who are actually the ones who are driving Facebook's meteoric rise right now are these older people. There's a huge generation of older people still, and they want something. And I'm telling you, they love these e-bikes.
Okay. Will's pulling for the older people here. Oh, by the way, guess who just joined us? Mr. Invisible. Jake's back. What's up, bro? We thought we lost you to the opium dens in Holland, man.
It's a good man, Jake. As soon as those T-shirts come in, he'll be the first one to get one. Well, or the other Texas Mike. Or both Texas Mikes.
I don't know. We got so many mics, I get confused, man. I just call them by their screen names now because there's just no way I can keep on track here.
They love that name in Texas. I'm completely lost now.
All right, well, do this. Jake's asking, what's your call on the rate cut? I think we should have gone for 500 basis points. What do you feel on it?
That's between – Jake – the way Jake moves, he may be working for the government and have Trump's. You
think he's he's an inside agent?
He may be. I don't know. He's Mr. World Traveler all over the world. I mean, he has an interesting business card, I'm sure. You know what? I thought they would lean towards more rate cuts, but after the commentary coming out of the meeting yesterday, it seems like this is it.
Yep.
There aren't any more rate cuts coming. That's how it seems to me.
Yep.
But anyways, back to Amazon. I don't know if you've read this. They are going to start curating fashion. So my look may become.
What does that even mean? Curating fashion.
Well, isn't that what Stitch does? I mean, there's some publicly traded entities that do this. They send you a box of clothing based on your likes.
Right.
And you can immediately send it back.
Yeah.
So,
but how many people really use that, man?
I mean, you tell me. How many do you think?
Not many, dude. I don't think many people use it, dude.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so.
Well, this Stitch Fix, I mean, this stock had a big run. Obviously, their last earnings sold off. But
I mean, dude, I'm in the subscription space. Subscription space is hard, man. It's hard to keep people on your subscription. I mean, we do subscriptions for soaps, man, and it's really hard to keep people on it because they see it. They see that money tick through. That money's for most people. That money's not nothing, and given the chance, they'll turn that off, man. They'll turn off that subscription model.
Yeah, I mean, I was a member of one. I used to get a magazine called Sports Illustrated. I did turn that off.
Come on, man. You have a lot of subscriptions. You just might not even know it, but you have a ton of subscriptions.
I've turned off all subscriptions.
No, you don't. Do you use Verizon? That's a subscription service, dude.
Do you use
Comcast? That's a subscription service. You use Netflix? That's a subscription. Come on, man. You use Amazon Prime?
Oh, I was talking through the mail. They don't show up in the mail.
All right.
Sorry. I was a member of the Dollar Shave Club for a while. I got rid of that one.
Yep.
So
I mean, imagine that. You got rid of that, and that's like $4 a month. Can you imagine? You took the time. Somebody as wealthy as you took the time to turn off $4.
Here's the great equalizer. I mean, for me, my information gets stolen like quarterly.
Yeah.
So I'll constantly have to get a new credit card.
Right.
So once the credit card came and I realized, Jesus, I have like 1,000 of the blades.
Oh, you just let them. You just let it. Yeah. You didn't read. Yeah. They were like, "Hey, your credit card's expired." You're like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah. It was forced resignation. It makes you rethink the subscription.
What Jake just saying, yeah, I subscribe to the Chameleon, and he's been with it for a year, and he ain't giving it up. And look, man, we know very well for $100 a month, we better provide some value, right? You got to have continual stream of value, and that's what you got to do. You got to never endingly be working to provide that value. And Amazon, just thinking because they can deliver stuff, is going to get into the space and be able to figure out, I'm assuming women, what they want to wear given every single month. Boy, that's a tough play, man. I think this is more like a news cycle spin they're trying to do.
Every boardroom in America is worried about when Amazon is going to enter their space.
Yep.
Whether, I don't know how much margin there is in it, but they're already shipping clothes. What this does is actually give them this. It's like $4 a month, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a subscription. You can send 100% back.
Yeah.
So.
Right, and how do you make money on that when you're getting all these returns and stuff? Dallas is saying, Will, did you have the 10 CDs for 99 cents back in the day? Will did not. I totally did, man. I figured on that. I piggybacked that scam forever. You get back in the day, it was tapes. I got the tapes. It was like 10 tapes for 1 penny. Cancel any time. It was like those tapes came in the mail. Guess who was canceling, man?
Wait, I thought that was the whole thing. You couldn't cancel.
You could absolutely cancel back in the day, man. That was what it was. Cancel anytime.
Wait, that was a 13-year-old kid was ordering those off the back of like a pulling them
they
out
were
of
in the magazines, man.
Or
you'd get the little card in the mail. Yep. People figure stuff out, man. They figure it out for their benefit, which is fine. But there's no like some easy thing. Oh, I'll just do a subscription. I'll make a ton of money. Come on. You got to provide a ton of value.
It's still almost 200 points away from its 52-week. If you were going to play it through the spreads. There were quite a few available. Let's go back to the earnings. Oh, I know it was.
Jake's asking, how does Will think that shouting at people on Twitter is going to pump up the sales?
That's just to keep my kids away from it.
Hey, Jake, there's other look, we've discussed this ad nauseum, and the beauty of it is sometimes, hey, entertainment is providing a little bit of value, right? A little bit of value. Entertainment, what we do here in the morning show, it's hopefully a little value in the space of stocks and options, but hopefully also a little bit of entertainment.
Let's not discuss the morning show. Dunkin Brands reported this morning. We got Yum Brands coming tomorrow. QSR, the restaurant group, coming tomorrow. Lots of and Starbucks led it. I think a week ago, Starbucks came out.
Yep.
But Dunkin, who's partnering with Beyond Meat, that's got to be a terrible product. If you look 2 weeks after earnings, it's up 1%. 2 weeks before earnings, down 1.2%. Earnings option strategies in Dunkin. 2 weeks before earnings, obviously that would have played nice. The credit call spread with that drift in the stock. I did do just a quick search of Dunkin, and there were plenty of those, or a few of them available. So,
by the way, you're talking about Dunkin' with Beyond Meat. I found something. The Impossible Whopper is coming to Burger King next week. Did you see this one?
I did not, but yeah. Just so you know, I think that's QSR, the sales. They're the restaurant group that has
Burger King
under their.
Yep.
So what were you going to say about it? What is that?
Well,
burger?
I mean, what they're doing is they're doing a test run to see if people like it, see if they are going to keep it on the menu, basically. They're doing like a 2-for-1 type of sale. So it's like, test them out. You get one Whopper and one Whopper with the Impossible Burger on it. And they're going to go from there, see if it's even if people even like it.
Yeah, there it is. QSR. It's tomorrow.
Yep.
Tim Horton and Burger King are their two main brands.
There you go. I mean, personally, we've talked about this. I just think it's a media play. It's to get you. This was one of the lead ads on CNN Business is about Burger King. For me, it's a media play.
Lots of bullish opportunities if you want to play QSR just with a spread tomorrow.
Yep.
Let's see what the
What are you looking at?
I'm going to look at the earnings, see if it's
So I don't know what the chat's feeling on. Oh, here we go. Jake says meat's supposed to be meat. I mean, it's true, man. How many people are going, how many vegans are running into Burger King? It's just not happening. This is a loser for me. If I could bet against this play, I would. If there was something, I could bet these restaurants. But honestly, I think this is good for these restaurants because they're getting all this free publicity. You know, Dunkin', it's been on the news. Burger King's now in the news. You know, you do that metric, you say, wow, this is actually nice advertising for them.
What happens to Beyond Meat when it becomes a political volleyball?
What do you mean?
Like that's the only meat as a society we should. You know that these.
Dude, I told you it takes 15 gallons of gas to produce a pound of meat.
What's that?
It takes 15 gallons of gas to produce a pound of meat.
Oh, with Beyond Meat,
I'm just joking, but I'm sure there's going to be some crazy metric that comes out where you're going to go, really? Is this the way it works? It's like almonds. You know, almonds are the classic one. It's like it's 20 gallons of water to produce like half a pound of almonds or something, some craziness.
Really good milk, though. It's environmentally friendly milk. What do we need water for?
That's right, man.
Anyways, the call butterfly spread, 3 of the last 3 QSR earnings has produced a 59.5% average return. The diagonal put spread, 60%, 6 of the last 10. So there are some things to look at in QSR. The last thing I'm going to show, because we're running on, I'll give this up for everyone today real quick.
What do you got, man?
The fire. Lighting the fire.
Go into the fire.
Lots of Exxon. I mean, we talked about it on my Twitter. I guess I was yelling, but there was a fire at a refinery in Texas. I wish Mike had alerted us, but it was actually an Exxon refinery in Texas yesterday. I mean, this stock could continue to drift. It has earnings, so does Chevron. Actually, with the earnings, this was the interesting one week after earnings. 10 of the last 12 in Exxon, the stock's been down 2%. So. You could do a quick.
Jake's chiming in and says XOM is a good dividend capture play, possibly.
That could be. You'll probably see a lot of on that dividend. You'll see a lot of option volume with professional traders trying to capture that dividend.
He's also, by the way, loving the new features, man. Thanks, Jake. Love that. Love the positive feedback. Will, why don't you go ahead and bring your face up? Thanks everybody so much for joining us. Will, you brought the heat again, man. Good job, dude. Good job. Jake's giving me out, man. You guys in the chat, you guys are the best, man. Jake, good to have you back, brother. Love the chat. You missed some fun, Jake, while you were gone, but it's good to have you back in the fold. Remember, everybody, click that subscribe button, top right-hand corner. You can try it free for 7 days. Jake, you get ready for this, brother. You ready for this? You ready for the song, Jake? He probably hasn't heard the song yet. What do you think, bro?
I'm just gonna be soft from now on. Soft.
All right, everybody. Have a safe day trading, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Cue the song.
Stay safe. Stay safe, chameleons.
2, 3, 4. Market chameleon. The McBride Bro Show. How to make some dough. Hey, market chameleon. Use our amazing screens to make gold and green. Oh, market chameleon.